Uh, Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Okay, so good afternoon. How are you, Gerrard?
Normal.
Sorry, what did you say? It's a bit not clear. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So before we start our class today, I'm gonna introduce myself first. My name is Aisya. You can call me Miss Aisya, or if it's too long, you can just call me Miss. And today I'm gonna be your math tutor. But wait, do you have a nickname maybe? Because I think Gerard is too hard for me to pronounce it.
Uh,
Like, mhm.
yeah, just
Do you
call
have a
me
nickname
by the
maybe?
letter G.
Ah, the letter G. That was so cool. Okay, I will call you G then. Nice to meet you, G. So, okay, for today's class, it's just gonna be like about 30 minutes because it's a trial. And if you have any question later, feel free to ask and don't be afraid because it's just you and me here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, wait. I will open a whiteboard first so we can write anything we want. Wait, it's still loading, I guess. Okay. Can you see the whiteboard, G?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Can you write something at the whiteboard? Okay, that's good. Okay, so for today's class, we will talk about probability. Probability. Have you learned about this at school?
Yes.
Mhm. What do you know about probability? Or can you give me an example of probability?
Mm,
Probability. All right, there's a circle. Okay, one, two, three, and four. Okay, one out of four. Okay, yeah, right. That was an example of probability. Maybe if I represent that, we have maybe like four parts of a pizza, maybe, and then we take one. So the change or the probability we take one part of pizza, it's one out of four. So it's like we will use fraction or decimal. Okay, so let me tell you about probability first. Okay, so probability is just a way to measure how likely something is to happen. It usually, like the probability of something to happen, it's between 0 until 1. Nah, wait, if that's, is it okay if I use Indonesian? Like sometimes?
a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so 0 until 1. That's a probability of something to happen. Zero, it means that it will never happen or it's impossible. For example, like maybe a pig flying by itself. It's impossible, right? So the probability of pig that like flying on its own by its own, it's 0. It means that 0 is impossible. If something, if the probability of something is 0, it means that impossible. Impossible. Okay. Can you give me an example of something impossible happens?
Like this.
Mhm. Like, wait, I cannot see that. Okay. Okay, we have one, one, two, and two. And then, okay. All right. That's right. So, yeah. You mean that the probability of a number three, right? In this. Okay, so in that circle, we just have we just have one and two. And what we want to know is the probability of three. That's right. So the probability is zero. And if the probability of something is one, it means that it's definitely going to happen. For example, maybe in our daily life, wait, what day is it? It's Saturday. So this today is Saturday and tomorrow is Sunday. So it's definitely going to happen, right? So that's mean this is certain. If the probability of something is one, it means that it's definitely going to happen. It's certain. Can you give me an example of something that's definitely going to happen? You can also like use this kind of example again. Okay, very good. Okay, what number is that? One, two, three, and four. All right, and then one out of four. Okay, but um, it's not completely wrong. But what I mean by that is like this. If we can look at that, look. In this circle, I have four numbers, but it's same. One, and one. And then the question is, what is the probability of the number one in this circle that I made? Ah, that's right. Four out of four. And if we like simplify that, what is four divided by four? Right, that's one. Or we can just write that as one, actually, because one divided by one is one, right? So yeah, that's an example of a probability of zero and one. And the one that you write in the first, this one, like one out of four, this is like apa ya namanya? It's a maybe situation. So if we want to know the probability of one in this circle that you made, this is gonna be one out of four. Four is like the total possibilities, and one is like how many change that we want. Okay, maybe for the simple formula, I will give you this. P is for probability. And there are going to be a fraction like this. The top number is what we are looking for. What we are looking for. Looking for. And for the bottom number, it's the total possibilities. Total possibilities. Like that. Okay, this is just like the simple formula of probability. Okay, let me give you one question. Okay, the first question is if we roll a dice once, what is the change? What is the probability? What is the probability wait, probably, oh, what? Probably, oh, this is L. Probability of getting, getting, uh, apa ya? Getting a four, the number four, I mean, in a dice. Okay. Can you give me the answer? If we roll a dice, what is the probability of getting a four? Ah, yeah, that's right. It's 1 out of 6. Because in a dice, we have six numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there is just one four. So the probability of that is 1 out of 6. You're very good, actually. Okay. What about the question is, what about even number? An even number. What is the probability? Sorry, it's kind of hard to write actually. What is the probability of getting an even number? Do you know even number? G? Mm-hmm. Can you give me an example of even number? Okay,
Two,
3 out of 6. Okay, how did you find 3 out of 6?
um, 2, 4, and 6.
Okay, that's right. So in a dice, we have number 2, 4, and 6 as an even number. There are three numbers, three even numbers in a dice, so it means the probability is 3 out of 6. Or can you simplify this fraction? Yeah, it becomes 1 out of 3. You sure it's one out of 3? Okay, it's 1 out of 2 because we divide that with 3. We divide both numbers with 3. Okay, very good. That's right. Let's see about next questions. In this question, I have a jar. I have a jar. I have a jar with three blue candies, and then two red candies, and five red candies. Oh, sorry, five yellow candies. Yellow candies. And I will ask for the first question is if you close your eyes and then pick one candies in the jar, what is the change? It's yellow. What is the probability we are getting yellow candies? All right, there's a fraction. What is the top number and what is the bottom number? Okay, the top number is 5. Okay, the bottom number is 10. How did you get 10?
3 plus 2 plus 5.
Okay, very good. It means that all of the candies that we have in that jar, it's 10. And can you simplify this? Simplify the fraction. All right, 1 out of 2. How about if before we choose like before we choose one candies here, what if I add some candies? I add like two more red candies. Red candies. Is the probability of yellow candies gonna be different after, sorry, before that? Is it gonna be different? The yellow, the yellow candies, the probability of yellow candies.
Uh,
Is it gonna be different from what we have before?
mm,
If I add two red candies. All right, 5 out of 12. That's right. So it's gonna be different because the total candies that we have in that jar, it's increased. It with plus two red candies. So the bottom numbers, it's gonna be increased, become 12. How about if I add some more yellow candies? I add maybe like one yellow candies. What yellow? What is it become yellowy? Yellow candies. Yellow candy. Okay, how about that? What if, what is the, all right, 6 out of 13. Very good. That's right, because we add one more yellow candy, so the total candies in that jar, it becomes 13. And the total yellow candies that we have, it's gonna be 6. So the probability of yellow candies, it's gonna be 6 out of 13. Is this can be simplified?
uh,
What do you think?
no,
No, that's right. Because there is no, yeah, no number can be divided by 6 and 13 at the same time. So, yeah, this is just the simplest fraction of the probability of yellow candies. Okay, that's just a simple example of probability of, yeah, of a probability. Actually, your mom have sent me like maybe some paper about probability. Let's see. I made some example. Let's see. Uh, this is about faulty toys. Faulty toys. Okay, so there is a toy factory, and then finds that the probability of a toy being faulty is zero point 0.1. Wait, let me write that first in case we forgot. A toy factory finds that the probability of a toy being faulty, being faulty is 0.1. Wait, can you change this into fraction, G? 0.1 into fraction.
uh,
Can you change that into fraction? What's the top number and what's the bottom number of 0.1?
like this.
Yeah, you can try. 0 and 1. It's not like that. But that's okay. We'll learn about that first. Okay, if we want to change from from apa ini teh, from decimal into fraction,
Fraction.
it's gonna be like this. There are gonna be top numbers and bottom numbers. For the top number, we write all of the numbers in the decimal except the zero. So what number we have?
Mm,
Mhm. We will write no, we will write all of the number in this in decimal number except the zero. What number we have?
Number we have. Mm, uh,
Mhm. Can you guess?
no.
No? Look at the number here. We have 0.1, right? There is 0 and there is 1. Because we will not write the 0, we will just have to write 1 as the top number. So it become 1 as the top number. And for the bottom number, we will have whether it's 10, 100, 1000, dan seterusnya kayak misal 10,000 like that. It depends on how many numbers we have after the decimal point here. This is decimal point. How many number we have after the decimal point?
Mm,
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah, can you guess? Wait, did you like confused about my questions?
a bit.
A bit? Okay, let's see. We have kan kita punya 0.1. This is decimal point. Komanya ini, the point is here. Nah, what I ask is how many numbers after the decimal point, which is after decimal point is this. We have one number after decimal point, right? So we will change for the bottom number, we will have 10. There is one zero because there is one number after the decimal point. Gitu. Atau kalau misalkan Miss punya maybe 0. uh, berapa ya? 0.25. If we will change that into fraction, berarti kan we will have top numbers and bottom numbers. For the top numbers is the numbers here except the 0. So in this number, we have 0, 2, and 5, right? Nah, okay, very good. And for the bottom numbers, how many numbers we have after the decimal point?
Two.
2. We have 2 and 5. That means we have two numbers after the decimal point. So the bottom number, it will be 100. There are two zeros because there are two numbers after the decimal point. Did you get that?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, so yeah, that's just maybe like an addition or something. Okay, let's back to the questions. My questions here is we will find the probability that a toy is not faulty. Okay. Find the probability that a toy is not faulty? Okay, let me ask you, what do you think about these questions? Like how to find the probability that a toy is not faulty. All right, there's a fraction.
Mm.
1 as the top number, and how about the bottom number? One minus, okay, 1 minus 0.99. Okay, that's right. 1 minus 0.1. Is that 0.99?
Yes.
Okay, how did you find 0.99? Wait, berarti kan kita kalau misalkan we minus like 1 with 0.1, it's gonna be like this, right? 0. Oh, sorry, 0.1. Oh no, let's just check the question, the answer. 0.99. It means that if we plus 0.99 with 0.1, it becomes 1, right? Okay, coba kita jumlahkan. 0.99 plus 0.1 plus. Okay, 9 turun, 9, it becomes 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. We write the 0 here. And then 1 is right here. Gitu, sekarang kita punya 1 plus 0 plus 0. So it becomes 1. 1.09. Is it equal with 1? Because we have to, it should be 1, not 1.09. So it's not 0.99, it's just 0.9. Nah, kalau misalkan kita punya ini, we just have this. 9 plus 1 is 0, and then we have 1 right here. Terus kita jumlahin 1 plus 0 plus 0, so it becomes 1. 1.0 is equal with 1. So the right answer, it's not 0.99, it is just 0.9. Just like that. Okay, do you confused about this?
Yes.
Yes. Wait. Kalau gitu, what should we do? Wait. 1.1 minus 0.1. Nah, kalau misalkan kita kurangi, we can use this method actually. Kayak gini, 1 minus 0.1. Like this. Dikurangi. Nah, 1 in 0.1, we have decimal point, but in this number, just 1, there is no decimal point, right? So we can add 0.0 like this. So we can, it helps us to make this easier. Nah, sekarang kita lihat 0 is 0 cannot minus 1, right? Because 0 is smaller than 1. So we have to borrow 1 to the left number, this. Jadi 0-nya itu jadi 10. Karena kita pinjam, we borrow 1 to the left number. So it becomes 10. And we have 10 minus 1. What is 10 minus 1?
9.
9, that's right. 9. Nah, sisanya, because we already borrow 1 to this number, jadi yang ini berkurang. It decrease. Karena kita tadi pinjamnya 1, so dia berkurang 1 dikurang 1. Ini the original number, and then because we borrow 1 for this, so we minus that. 1 minus 1, it becomes 0. So this number, it becomes 0. 0 minus 0, it's still 0, right? So this is the answer, 0.9. Just like that. Do you have any questions? Because maybe like
No.
the time now. So yeah, I guess that's all for today's class. Maybe if we have any chance to learn together again, we will learn about this again next time if we have time. Wait, let me save this whiteboard first. Okay, wait, it's still loading. Okay, then, because it's 11 past 30 already, I guess that's all for today, G. And yeah, I guess I will see you next time.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.